Beloved souls, today we journey into a profound truth that is about to surface in your life. There is someone in your space whose true intentions are on the verge of being revealed, and this awakening will mark a significant turning point for you. This individual carries an unmistakable energy, a bold, determined presence that often masks their deeper motives. On the outside, they appear harmless, innocent, even endearing. They may come across as emotionally vulnerable, overly sensitive, or frequently misunderstood, easily drawing sympathy and trust from others. Yet behind this fragile exterior lies something far more calculated, something carefully concealed from view. Their influence has been subtle yet disruptive. They've sown quiet confusion, caused delays, and placed obstacles along your path, not through coincidence, but through deliberate interference. It's as though they've tried to bend the flow of events, to redirect outcomes in their favor, even when it means overstepping boundaries and meddling in what is not theirs to control. In truth, their actions have been an attempt to alter what was divinely written for you. But here's what they cannot escape: destiny. They know deep down that they cannot block what has been divinely ordained for you. They sense the magnitude of what's ahead, the blessings, the breakthroughs, the powerful turning points destined for your journey. It could be a transformative encounter, a conversation that unlocks your future, or a moment that shifts your entire life path. And no matter their efforts, they cannot stop what is meant to be yours. This person's interference stems from their own fears and insecurities, as they recognize that they cannot stop what the universe has ordained. In their desperation, they have tried to block these blessings before they reach you, thinking that delaying your progress might somehow derail your destiny. Yet what they fail to understand is that divine timing is infallible. No matter how hard they try to manipulate the situation, your blessings are protected by forces far greater than their schemes. And now the energy is shifting. The truth about their actions and intentions is rising to the surface, breaking through the veil they've tried so hard to maintain. What has been hidden in the shadows will soon come to light, and this revelation will leave them unprepared for the consequences. The very energy they've directed outward, the disruptions, the manipulations, and the interference, will now return to them. The universe is simply reflecting back what they have put out. As they face the fallout of their actions, their focus will inevitably shift. They will no longer have the capacity to meddle in your journey, as they'll be consumed with dealing with the consequences of their own behavior. Their influence, which may have felt heavy and obstructive, is beginning to fade. The obstacles they tried to place in your path are being removed one by one, clearing the way for you to move forward. Trust that what is meant for you will find its way to you. No person, no situation, and no amount of interference can stop the divine plan that is already in motion. What's coming into your life is far too powerful to be delayed any longer. The truth is surfacing, and with it comes a renewed sense of freedom and empowerment. So, beloved souls, release any fear or doubt you've been holding on to. Trust in the process and know that this is your time to rise. The universe is working in your favor, ensuring that your path is illuminated and free from unnecessary blockages. Very soon, the doors that were once closed will open wide, and the blessings that were held back will flow freely into your life. Stay strong, stay aligned, and remember that no one can take from you what is divinely yours. This person will soon have no choice but to confront the full weight of their actions. The truth they've tried so hard to bury will rise to the surface, leaving no room for denial or evasion. With their influence crumbling, the interference they once imposed on your life will dissolve completely, completely freeing you from their manipulative grasp once and for all. The time has come for you to move forward, unburdened by the obstacles they created in their relentless attempts to delay or derail your progress. What was meant for you, the blessings, opportunities, and breakthroughs, are now within reach, unobstructed by their interference. The negativity they sent your way is about to backfire in ways they could never have anticipated, setting into motion a chain of events that will shift the energy entirely in your favor. For this person, the repercussions of their actions will be undeniable. The very energy they poured into blocking your path will now return to them with amplified force. They may soon find themselves facing serious challenges, ones that demand all of their attention and energy. These challenges could manifest as legal issues, health crises, or financial struggles, any of which will serve as a direct consequence of the negativity they projected outward. These difficulties will leave them no room, no energy, and no capacity to continue meddling in your life. The things they've been trying so desperately to hold on to, whether it's status, control, or a sense of power, are slipping away bit by bit. They'll be forced to redirect all of their focus to their own troubles as their world begins to unravel. Something sudden, swift, and unavoidable is on the horizon for them. It will arrive like an unexpected explosion, loud, disruptive, and impossible to ignore. This event will completely shake their foundation, leaving them stunned and unprepared as everything changes in an instant. This moment of reckoning is not random. It's a direct result of the choices they've made. Despite numerous opportunities to stop, to reflect, and to change course, they ignored every sign, every warning, and continued down a path of interference and negativity. Now the consequences they sought to evade are catching up with them, and the energy they've misused is boomeranging back into their lives. As their world shifts and crumbles, your path becomes clear. The delays they once caused will no longer hold you back. The conversations, opportunities, and gifts that were always meant for you are now ready to flow into your life with divine timing. What was paused or postponed is now accelerating toward you, and there's no longer anything standing in its way. The irony in all of this lies in the fact that this person already has a great deal in their life. They might possess wealth, success, or material comfort, things that many would envy. Yet for all they have, it wasn't enough for them. They couldn't stand the thought of you receiving even a portion of the blessings headed your way. It's a sad reality that those who appear to have everything are often the ones who feel the most threatened by someone else's potential. Their actions were not born out of necessity, but out of fear and insecurity. The brightness of your light, the promise of your success, and the power of your potential made them feel vulnerable. Instead of celebrating your growth or focusing on their own journey, they chose to project negativity onto you, trying to dim your light in order to preserve their sense of control. But here's the truth, beloved soul. No one can take away what is divinely yours. The blessings meant for you were written into the fabric of your destiny long before this person tried to interfere. Your strength, resilience, and unwavering faith have carried you through every obstacle, and now you are stepping into a season of abundance, clarity, and alignment. The disruptions they caused may have delayed you, but they did not define you. In fact, those delays only strengthened your resolve and prepared you for the magnitude of what's to come. You are now ready to receive the opportunities, connections, and breakthroughs that have been waiting for the perfect moment to enter your life. As this person faces the fallout of their choices, you'll notice how the energy around you begins to shift. The heaviness they brought into your life will dissipate, replaced by a sense of freedom and lightness. The obstacles they once created will seem to vanish, as if the universe itself is sweeping them away to clear your path. Trust this process, for it is divinely guided. You are entering a season where what was delayed will be delivered, what was hidden will be revealed, and what was blocked will flow effortlessly into your life. This is your time to rise, to shine, and to step fully into the abundance and purpose that awaits you. No matter how hard they tried, they couldn't stop what is destined for you. Your light is too strong, your purpose too powerful, and your journey too divinely orchestrated to be hindered by anyone's negativity. Very soon you will see the fruits of your patience and faith, and you will walk forward unencumbered, with the blessings that were always meant for you in hand. They saw something in you, a light, a spark, a future overflowing with love, success, and abundance. That vision of your bright potential ignited a fear within them, a fear so powerful it drove them to interfere. Instead of focusing on their own journey, they became consumed by the thought of holding you back. But what they failed to realize is that their actions, rooted in negativity, are not stopping you. They are pushing you closer to the greatness that lies ahead. This shift is more than a mere moment. It's the opening of a transformative chapter in your life. The barriers that once seemed insurmountable are being removed one by one, and you are finally being given the freedom to claim what is rightfully yours. Their attempts to hold you back are rapidly losing power, and as their influence fades, the opportunities that have been waiting for you all along are beginning to unfold. The path ahead is clear, and you are stepping into a space where your potential can thrive without restriction. The person behind this resistance seems driven by a deep, almost primal desire to control outcomes that are not theirs to control. Their energy is heavy, overbearing, and intrusive, perhaps even resembling the qualities of a maternal figure who has crossed boundaries and ignored higher principles in their quest to dictate the lives of others. Their actions, rooted in bitterness and unresolved pain, have now begun to backfire, trapping them in a cycle of negativity they cannot seem to escape. But here's the truth about negativity. It doesn't randomly attach itself to people. It thrives only where it is welcomed, nurtured, and allowed to grow. When someone chooses to live in anger, jealousy, or fear, they create an environment where these low-level energies can flourish. On the other hand, when you prioritize balance, positivity, and personal growth, negativity has no space to stick. It can hover around you, but it cannot penetrate your energy. To protect yourself, it's essential to focus on strengthening your inner energy. While you cannot stop others from projecting their negativity, you can make yourself immune to its effects. Simple, consistent practices can build a powerful shield around you, keeping negativity at bay. Start by nurturing your body and mind. Eat well, stay hydrated, and create moments of stillness through meditation. These seemingly small habits act as building blocks for your spiritual armor, elevating your frequency and fortifying your resilience. Engaging with nature is another powerful way to ground yourself and release accumulated stress. A walk in the fresh air, the warmth of the sun on your skin, or the calming sound of flowing water can work wonders for your energy. Exercise, too, plays a critical role. It not only strengthens your body, but also releases pent-up tension and fills you with endorphins, the natural antidotes to stress and negativity. Equally important are the rituals that bring you joy. Whether it's savoring a cup of tea in silence, journaling your thoughts, or practicing gratitude for the blessings in your life, these moments serve as reminders of your purpose. They reconnect you to what truly matters and reinforce your inner strength. By consistently investing in these peaceful practices, you create a lifestyle that naturally repels negativity and attracts positivity. At the same time, it's vital to be mindful of habits that lower your energy. Excessive indulgence in alcohol, engaging in draining activities, or spending too much time in environments filled with conflict or toxicity can leave you vulnerable to external interference. The more you invest in your well-being, the less susceptible you become to the projections of others. As you focus on your own growth and vision, you create a force so powerful that it deflects negativity and draws success, happiness, and clarity into your life. By maintaining a state of positivity and balanced energy, you naturally form a barrier that shields you from low-frequency influences. When your focus is firmly aligned with your purpose and inner peace, negativity loses its ability to affect you. It simply cannot thrive in a space filled with resilience, clarity, and light. Negative forces tend to attach themselves to those operating at a lower frequency. They are drawn to fear, self-doubt, and insecurity, like moths to a flame. However, when your energy is rooted in self-assurance, love, and determination, there is no foothold for negativity to grasp. This is why it's so important to cultivate an unwavering connection to your inner strength. This person, no matter how determined they may seem, is no match for your elevated state of being. The bitterness that drives their actions is their own burden to carry. It cannot hold you back unless you allow it. Their attempts to interfere in your journey, to block your blessings, are nothing more than fleeting shadows that fade in the presence of your light. The truth is, their energy has already begun to collapse under its own weight. The negativity they've sown is now sprouting in their own life, leaving them entangled in a web of their own creation. And while they may still try to cling to control, the universe has a way of ensuring that balance is restored. They are being forced to confront the consequences of their choices, allowing you to move forward unimpeded. This is your time to rise, to embrace the opportunities that were always meant for you. Your bright future is no longer something distant or abstract. It is here, within reach, waiting for you to claim it. Keep your focus on your path and trust that the forces of the universe are aligning in your favor. Your light is too powerful, your purpose too divine to be dimmed by the shadows of others. You are stepping into a season of undeniable abundance, clarity, and freedom. Trust the process, beloved soul, and know that nothing and no one can take away what is meant for you. Keep shining, keep growing, and watch as the universe delivers blessings beyond your imagination. The image this person presents outwardly is a carefully constructed mask, one that hides the inner turmoil consuming them. Beneath the surface, they are deeply entangled in toxic emotions, jealousy, envy, and greed. Emotions that weigh heavily on their spirit and reflect the destructive essence of the seven deadly sins. These emotions have created an open doorway, a spiritual vulnerability that allows destructive energies to seep in and take root within them. When someone harbors jealousy or secretly desires another person's downfall, they unknowingly set off a chain reaction. Their negative mindset acts like a beacon, signaling to destructive forces in the unseen realm, inviting them in as enablers of their toxic intentions. It's as if their inner bitterness creates a magnet, drawing in energies that align with their low vibrational state. These destructive forces latch onto them, amplifying the harm they wish to project outward, further entrenching them in a cycle of negativity. This is why it is so important to remain detached from their negativity. Engaging with their toxic energy, whether through confrontation, retaliation, or even harboring resentment, risks pulling you into the same harmful cycle. Seeking revenge or responding to their actions with similar negativity only lowers your vibration, leaving you exposed to the very forces you're striving to avoid. The more you align your thoughts and actions with peace and positivity, the more resilient you become to their toxic influence. While feeling upset or frustrated is a natural human response, it's the intent behind your thoughts and actions that ultimately determines your energetic alignment. A heart filled with peace, even in challenging moments, becomes a shield against negativity. By maintaining your inner calm and choosing not to retaliate, you rise above their attempts to pull you down. This person's actions, driven by impure motives, have left them exposed to the very destructive forces they unleashed. Their jealousy and greed have turned into an internal storm, one that disrupts their ability to find peace or clarity. What they fail to understand is that these destructive emotions not only harm others, but also consume the person harboring them. Every time they wish ill upon you or try to interfere with your journey, they feed this storm within themselves, allowing it to grow stronger. Eventually, the storm becomes too overwhelming, and they find themselves trapped in the chaos they created. This cycle of negativity creates a ripple effect, one that impacts every area of their life. Their relationships begin to strain under the weight of their bitterness. Their personal growth is stunted because their focus remains fixed on others rather than on their own journey. Even their physical and emotional health can begin to deteriorate, as carrying such toxic emotions takes a toll on the mind, body, and spirit. Meanwhile, you have the power to break free from their influence by focusing on your own growth and alignment. When you refuse to engage with their negativity, you disrupt the cycle they are trying to draw you into. By choosing to operate from a place of love, forgiveness, and self-respect, you shift your vibration to a higher frequency, one that is inaccessible to the destructive forces surrounding them. Think of this process as building an energetic fortress around yourself. Simple, intentional practices like meditation, grounding, and self-care strengthen this fortress, making it impenetrable to negativity. When you nurture your inner peace, it radiates outward, creating a field of positive energy that repels toxic influences. The more you focus on your own light, the dimmer their attempts to harm you become. It's also essential to recognize that the negativity they project toward you is a reflection of their own inner struggles. Their jealousy is not about you, but about the parts of themselves they feel are lacking. Their envy stems from an inability to see their own worth, and their greed is a manifestation of their fear of not having enough. Understanding this helps you to detach emotionally from their actions, seeing them for what they truly are, a cry for help from a soul that has lost its way. Still, it's important to set firm boundaries to protect yourself. While compassion for their struggles is a noble act, it doesn't mean you have to tolerate their interference in your life. Protecting your energy may involve limiting contact with them, distancing yourself from their toxic behaviors, or even cutting ties completely if necessary. Your peace and well-being are not negotiable, and safeguarding them is a vital part of your spiritual growth. As their toxic emotions continue to spiral out of control, they may face challenges they never anticipated. The destructive energies they've allowed into their life will begin to manifest outwardly, creating chaos in their relationships, finances, and personal endeavors. It's a universal law. The energy we put out into the world eventually returns to us, amplified. For this person, their choices have created a karmic storm that is now heading straight for them. But you, beloved soul, are on a different path. By refusing to be pulled into their negativity, you are aligning yourself with the forces of love, abundance, and light. This alignment ensures that the blessings meant for you will flow into your life unhindered. The more you focus on your own journey, the less power their actions have over you. Negativity thrives only where it is welcomed. When you close the door to it through mindfulness, self-care, and positive intention, you starve it of the energy it needs to survive. As you continue to rise, their attempts to drag you down will grow weaker and weaker until they are nothing more than echoes of a past that no longer has any hold over you. You are stepping into a season of clarity and empowerment, one where your light shines brighter than ever. Trust in your ability to maintain this light, no matter what challenges arise. The destructive energy surrounding this person cannot touch you when you are rooted in peace and self-assurance. Their downfall is inevitable, but your rise is unstoppable. Stay aligned with your truth and let the power of love and resilience guide you. Forward. Your journey is protected, your purpose is clear, and your destiny is unfolding exactly as it should. Their willingness to act out of spite and envy did more than open the door to negativity. It invited it to settle deeply within their life. Like a seed planted in fertile soil, this seed, nurtured by their own bitterness and resentment, has now grown into a toxic force, slowly eroding their peace, spirit, and overall well-being. What they intended to project outward onto you has instead taken root within themselves, becoming a heavy burden that they can no longer escape. Now they are facing the inevitable consequences of their choices. The energies they allowed into their life have begun to manifest in ways they never anticipated, disrupting their sense of stability and leaving them in a state of internal chaos. Their peace has been replaced with unease. Their spirit feels fractured, and their well-being, both emotional and perhaps even physical, is under siege. What they hoped to achieve by interfering in your path has backfired entirely, creating struggles that they must now face alone. Your ability to feel compassion for someone who has wronged you is a testament to your strength and kindness. It takes a heart full of love to see beyond someone's actions and understand the pain or fear driving them. But it's important to remember that you are not responsible for their choices. The decisions they made, rooted in envy and resentment, were theirs alone, and so too are the consequences that follow. Their actions have brought dishonor to their character, isolating them from others and leaving them to carry the weight of the negativity they invited into their own life. This burden doesn't stop with them. It radiates outward, affecting those around them. The negativity they harbor creates a ripple effect, damaging their relationships and causing discord in their environment. People who once trusted or admired them may begin to distance themselves, sensing the toxicity that has taken hold. This isolation only deepens their bitterness, trapping them in a cycle of resentment and frustration. Their resentment likely stems from seeing you succeed or claim what was divinely meant for you. Perhaps they believe that by taking your opportunities for themselves, they could elevate their own status or fulfill their desires. When their attempts failed, their frustration turned inward, morphing into an obsession with stopping your progress. This obsession has consumed them, leaving them drained, trapped in overthinking, and unable to focus on their own growth. Their bitterness has become their prison, and they hold the key to freedom, yet refuse to use it. There's a strong sense that this person may have played a nurturing or maternal role in your life, or perhaps they positioned themselves as someone you could trust and rely on. Outwardly, they appeared kind, supportive, or even loving, But beneath this facade lay manipulative intentions, carefully hidden from plain sight. Their innocent demeanor was a mask designed to disguise the harm they sought to inflict. Now, however, that mask is beginning to crumble. The truth is surfacing, and their actions are being revealed for what they truly are. The harm they attempted to cause you will now return to them, as the universe works to balance the scales. The energy they directed toward you, whether through words, actions, or intentions, cannot touch you, as you are spiritually protected. Your connection to divine energy serves as a shield, ensuring that their negativity has no power over your path. Instead, their efforts will boomerang back to them, creating challenges that they must face as a result of their own choices. You have nothing to fear. The universe is guiding and protecting you, ensuring that what is meant for you will come to you unhindered by their interference. Their attempts to block your progress will ultimately fail, and their negativity will only add to their own struggles, not yours. Trust in the divine order, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This person is now facing a reckoning, not because of any action on your part, but because of the energy they chose to embrace and amplify. Their decisions have set them on a path where the consequences are unavoidable. The universe has given them countless opportunities to change, to let go of their resentment, and focus on their own journey. But time and time again, they ignored these chances, allowing their bitterness to guide their actions. Now they must confront the reality they've created. You, on the other hand, are free to move forward without the weight of their interference. This is your time to focus on your growth, your joy, and your divine purpose. By maintaining your alignment with positivity and love, you ensure that negativity has no foothold in your life. Continue to nurture your inner peace through mindfulness, gratitude, and self-care, as these practices keep your energy elevated and resilient. As the scales of the universe balance, you'll notice that their influence in your life fades entirely. What once felt like an obstacle will disappear, clearing the way for you to step into the opportunities and blessings that have always been meant for you. Their struggles are theirs to carry, and you are not obligated to share in their burden. Instead, focus on the abundant future that awaits you, a future filled with love, success, and fulfillment. Remember, beloved soul, that the light within you is far more powerful than any darkness around you. Trust in your path and know that the divine is always working in your favor. Their negativity may have created temporary delays, but it cannot stop the flow of blessings that are destined to enter your life. Move forward with confidence, knowing that the universe is aligning everything in perfect timing for your highest good. Let this experience serve as a reminder of your strength, your resilience, and your ability to rise above any challenge. You are protected, guided, and deeply loved, and no amount of negativity can change that. Trust the process and watch as the universe works to ensure that you receive all that you are meant to have. That's all for today. Dear Father, I pray for the growth of my faith. Help me trust you even when physical evidence is lacking. Let me believe in your perpetual presence, knowing you will never harm me. I understand that your thoughts for me are thoughts of prosperity and not harm, to give me a good future. Thank you, gracious and eternal Father, for always listening to my voice. I offer up this prayer to you in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, for your love and provision. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the abundance you bring. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those who need to hear this message. Leave a comment below about your journey and how you are preparing for your own triumphant return. If you'd like to support our work, please consider contributing through Buy Me a Coffee. This helps us continually improve our content to offer you the best. The link to Buy Me a Coffee is in the description. No gift is too small, whether it's a penny, a prayer, or a share. Your generosity helps spread God's word and brings hope to others. Don't stop here. Watch our next video for powerful revelations about the signs that reveal you are the chosen one. We've enjoyed following this spiritual journey with you. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Keep shining brightly and embrace your destiny with courage. See you next time.